Yes, see here. First, create a library. Library name is CD. CD file path. This is our file path. This is our library. See. Now, first create a null data set. Null data set. Rock SQL. Rock SQL. Create table. Table name is you take anything. Let's say fact. Table. Fact. Okay. So I want to store this fact table into like CD library. I want to load the data into this is called fact table. I'm creating fact table with the help of a dimensional table. I load the data into fact table. Let's say CD dot fact. Create variable sub ID. Okay, or let's go with the patient ID num. Next age num. Next gender fact. And it 16. So this is the way you can create a null table. We know that. But I want to assign that column wise. So this is the data modeling. Data modeling assign the constraint without a constraint name statement. So assign the constraint. Next, assign the constraint without constraint statement. So backend. So system defined integrate names are working. Backend. Okay. Assign the constraints without a constraint statement. I don't using any constraint statement, but I am using their unique constraint names. Okay. Let's say here patient ID. After that, you have to specify the patient ID unique age not null. Gender condition check gender equals to I want only female information. Patient ID, this is column wise only variable, only single variable we can assign. Patient only column wise. It means variable wise, variable name wise 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now see here patient ID number unique. What is the meaning of these keywords? So it does not, patient ID does not allow the duplicate values. That is the meaning. Age means age does not allows the missing data without missing data. Condition means gender, only read with the female information. That's it. Okay. How do you know whether the constraints are assigned or not? Okay. You can use describe statement. Using describe statement, you can identify whether the constraints are assigned or not. Check. How to check the constraints? If the constraints are assigned or how do you know? Using describe statement. Rock SQL describe table name is cd dot fact. Now first run this null table. This factor created. Click on the describe statement. You can see that result through the log window whether they're assigned or not. On the back end, system defined integrate names are working. See that. Click on log window underscore ck, right? ck check for assigned to that gender. NM, it means not null, assigned for that age. unique assigned for that patient ID. So system defined integrate name start with underscore and with underscore, right? These are system defined integrity. Let's say I want to assign one more. Check assign the constraints with the constraint statement. Assign the constraints with constraint statement. Now these are called user defined. This is called system defined integrate name backend. This is called user defined integrity name. That is the difference. So okay, comma, patient ID, age, gender. Now, integrate name. It means create constraint statement, right? Gender, character, constraint, UN1. These are user defined up to 8 character. You can UN1 unique assigned for patient type. Constraint not NT1 not null assigned to age. Next check, right? Constraint CK3 check user condition gender equals to female. That's it. So these are user defined constraint with the constraint statement. This is called constraint statement. Backend user defined constraints. It means UN and D1 CK. These are user defined, right? Backend you can check with these names. Same like. Let's say I'm taking new name cd.fact1 factor. Check whether the constraints are assigned or not using describe statement. We call that. So that is the difference. This is system defined integrate names. These are user defined integrate names with constraint statement. CK3 and T1 check for gender, not null for age, unique for patient type. Okay. Now this is data designing or data modeling. This is we created null tables with constraints. Okay, fine. Next step. What is the next step here? ETL. It means first extraction. Extraction, nothing but importing. I want to import the data and load in this table. Okay, using that extracting. What kind of data we are extracting? Dimensional data. It means missing data, right? Missing data, duplicate values, duplicate record. That is called we are import dimensional data. Let's say our data is available F drive as source XLS files constraints sheet 1 age serial number. Yes, yeah, we have sheet 8 information. Yeah, sheet 8 information, patient ID, age and gender. 3 variables are available. Okay, I want to import this. This is related data, right? The patient ID, age, gender. I want to import this data from sheet 8 information from constraint Excel folder. Excel file. Okay. Now import it. You know that import procedure. Tell me what is the syntax for import procedure? Proc import data file equals to file path file path slash constraint dot xls. Out equals to new data set name, that is DM. Okay. DBMS equals to Excel. Weekly. Sheet equals to sheet 8. Sheet 8 tall. And with rest. Print data equals to data set name is DM and with rest. So this is the way we can extract or import the data. Or spelling mistake I guess. Unable to open files as source constraint, it does not exist already opened. Okay, and close it. Constraints. I have to specify here, yes. Constraints. Yes. Patient ID is gender. So let us consider this is a dimensional table. So dimensional table, see that repeated values, right? Duplicate values, 101 or not repeated, 102, 102. So these are unique values. Okay, one value is repeated more than one time, and had here missing values, right? Under gender, I want only female information, capital F information only, not small f information. Okay, imported. Okay, that is also done, completed. Then you have to transformation, transform the data, transformation. Is it required transformation? Yes. Why? Because our data is only female information, that is capital F information. But here we had import data had small f information. That's why we have to transform the data. Otherwise, we cannot. We cannot load the data. Compulsory, we have to transform the data, just like modification. Data set name is DM9. Set existing data set name DM3. Condition. If gender equals to small f, right? Then load in the same variable because length is same, right? So we'll take the different variable, not required, right? Because same length, same data. I'm taking then gender equals to capital F. That's it. Only to use else condition, else also not required. Or we can use else condition, else gender equals to, you can specify null. That's it. And with else. Or without else also not required. Open data equals data set name is DM and with else. Okay. I want only female. That's it. I don't want male. Or else you want male also, you can represent that with capital M. Anyhow, I don't want male information. I want only female information. That's it. Now, see, this is transformation. Next, loading the data. Loading the data into fact table using dimensional table. So this is our dimensional table. Fact table, nothing but this unique not null. This is called our dimension fact table. Using proc append process. Proc append base equals to master data set. What is our master data set? CD dot fact. Data equals to, there is a child data set, there is a dimensional data DM9. And reference. Print data equals data set name is CD dot fact. And now run this application. See. Now, what is our requirement? Patient ID, duplicate values available? No. Is missing data? No. Only female information. Right. Same like this is without constraint. Same, we can get same result. Okay, using with constraint name. Another table we have, right? We can that is also same result. There is no difference. Or we can generate with constraint name statement also. We get same result. So we can here we can cd dot fc fact1 fact. That's it. There is no change between the two. Patient ID is set. Click on that log window. The variable gender has different lengths on base and data. Generally, we can get this kind of warnings. Okay, different lengths. Then, so generally we are created with a normal by default 8 characters. Right. This is 8 characters by default. But this is only one character. Only one character, right? Load into. That's why gender it shows different lengths. It's showing. And we can adjust that length also. Then you can ignore that warning through the log window. From factor. So this is gender is 8 character. Let's go with CD library. CD factor. So length is already loaded, right? Yeah. Okay, no problem. So length is 8 characters. Coming to work library, that is our library data set means GM9. This is length is only I think 1 character. Different length, right? Gender. Better to take any maximum length or minimum length. You can change it. So better to take maximum length. Length we can change that length of the gender. Increase gender length gender that is character 8 character dollar character and 8. That's it. Right. See now run this application now. Click on log window. So did you get that warning? No, but these general warnings. Why? Because missing data we can get, right? These are by default we can get this kind of warning. Add update failed for data set see that fact, because why? Data values do not compile with the integrity constraint. Right? Missing values are variable, right? That's why you can reject it. Okay. Constraint only female information, right? That's the 2 observations were rejected. So duplicate values available, right? 4 observations were rejected. Because you have to load the data with the constraints. That's why this common warning, it is not considerable. So if you consider, you can get like this warnings, you can ignore it. Using length strip, maximum length, different lengths of the variables. We can see that kind of warnings through the log window. Then we can rectify using length strip. That's it. So this is the way we can load the data into fact table using dimension. This dimension label load into the fact table. That's it. Okay. Any doubts? You can ask me. Otherwise, remain doubts we'll discuss tomorrow. Pardon me?
Assign the constraints with constraint statement in the console.
Please speak loudly. I can't hear. You send something function. What kind of function that is?
Mail కూడా కలిపి ఏం చేయాలి సార్ జెండర్ మెయిల్ కూడా
Gender male?
And also required
yes, if you want male information, okay, then instead of that F we can put here male.
Male or female also 2 are required.
So 2 are required. Why you are using condition not required, right? If you want to
only one thing.
That is depend upon the requirement. Okay. say here, if you want only female, how many members are there? Okay, with missing age value, without duplicate value. Okay, sometimes age female they didn't mention with age value, right? So I don't want that. It is not fit for analysis. Such kind of values. That's why I am using here constraint not null. Only female. You want male, then we can use. You want even you want missing data, then you no need to use that not null, not required. If you want missing data, then no need to use it not null constraint. That's it. Depending on the requirement, you can use all the constraints like this. Want to use male or female, whatever it is. If you want both female and male, I can no need to use that constraint. Check not required, it automatically get the female and male information. That's it.
Yes, sir. Age only 14 required. Age equal to 14.
Age,
Null
age,
state.
null.
Age 14 is only required. What?
14, 14. Age
Yes,
equals to 14 you want, right?
yes, sir.
Then we have check condition. Here check condition, age greater than equals to 14. Condition. You can
Sir,
hear.
give me some tasks, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Give me some tasks, sir.
Give task. Okay. Note down task. Assignment. First one. Report first and last records from the dataset or table. Report first and last record from the dataset. Okay. Next. Second one. Export the data. Export the data with CSV file. Export the data with CSV file with the required variables. What are those? Like sub ID, visit. Yes. I want only these variables. We take more than 3, like sub ID, visit, race, yes. Okay, and those we can take. I want only sub ID, visit, race values. I want to store into like export into CSV format. Export with the CSV file with the required variable sub ID, visit, and race. That's okay. Third one is let's say here I want only string values. If string variable greater than GT greater than 5 characters, 5 characters, then create a new variable. String variable greater than 5 characters, then create a new variable. Okay, and create a new variable and convert into capital letters. Convert into capital letters. These are the 3 tasks. Clear? Any doubt? Okay. These are the 3 tasks. Report first and last record from the dataset. Export with the CSV file, the sub ID visit address. Next, if string variable greater than 5 characters, then create a new variable, convert into capital letters. Okay. Any doubts you can ask me. Otherwise, remain to discuss tomorrow. Okay. Bye.